Let's go on, Jerome's. So the Minnesota Vikings traded up slightly to get JJ McCarthy at number 10 overall, future franchise quarterback, the highest drafted quarterback in team history. He's a Michigan man. He's also never lost to Ohio State. No big deal. Right, and in camp, off-season work, slinging Sammy Darnold. He was the veteran, the bridge quarterback, and JJ McCarthy was the future. And the big question this offseason was, how long would Darnold keep McCarthy on the bench? Because Darnold was going to start the season, but how well does he have to play before U.S. Bank Stadium is like, JJ, right? And McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell already building up that chemistry, just like, find you someone who looks at you the way that Kevin O'Connell looks at JJ McCarthy. And also, I don't think Vikings fans have mentally prepared, because it's very clear that Kevin O'Connell is the quarterback whisperer. And we talked about his track record. And JJ McCarthy, being 21, all the physical tools in the world plus mobility, like, could this be some sort of legendary mind meld quarterback head coach, just like dynamic for 10, 15 years? Oh, it gives me goose pimples to think about, man. Right. But of course, since we're Vikings fans, can't have nice things. McCarthy, did he have an existing knee injury from Michigan and got exasperated in the preseason game against the Raiders? Maybe. Either way, got that full meniscus repair, which actually may be a good thing versus just the trim, because if this is something that was going to linger, just getting it taken care of now and going into full rehab mode during the season is good for him. Also, having him on season-ending IR before the start of the season means that there's zero pressure for him to come back this year. Makes a ton of sense. But of course, yes, Vikings fans can have nothing good. Also, people freaked out when he got injected with the PRP, even though that's perfectly standard, but, And yes, what's interesting is that, the McCarthy injury has opened the door for slinging Sammy Darnold to pan out on that potential. And no matter what happens this year, if he leaves, if he stays, whatever, I'm always going to be a Sam Darnold fan. Like, the way that he has embraced his role, the way the locker room and Kevin O'Connell, they love this dude. He's got tools, man, and there's a reason why he was the number 3 overall pick. And I just love that Darnold had been poo-pooed on for years for being the draft bust, but now he's just doing extremely, extremely well, man. So I'm going to be a fan of his forever. Long story longer. So JJ McCarthy, come back from that knee issue. Now, timeline-wise, it seemed like he would be fine for off-season workouts, as well as obviously OTAs and then training camp, which would be good, which means he wouldn't miss anything physically on the field, even though he is still getting education this year, sitting in those team meetings and position groups, grinding film, doing all that work, right? But long story longer, NFL rumors, Vikings JJ McCarthy ahead of schedule with knee injury recovery. Which is good. Amid a surprisingly good season for the Minnesota Vikings. Surprising to who? All y'all losers, y'all. Got some good news surrounding the rookie quarterback. JJ McCarthy, who will not play this season after tearing his meniscus and undergoing 2 knee surgeries. 1 surgery, 1 injection. Is reportedly doing great and is ahead of schedule in his recovery. NFL insider Jordan Schultz said on The Herd on Wednesday. McCarthy tore his meniscus and underwent surgery in August before the season started. Last month, he underwent a second surgery. It wasn't surgery. It is not a tumor, right? It is PRP. It's fine. See, this is why context is important, because the initial report after he got the injection was from Kevin Seifert, who called it a surgery. And, words do matter. And now everyone and their mom is just running with it. Says, we had 2 knee surgeries. No, it's not it. But that's beside the point. Either way, JJ McCarthy, Kevin O'Connell has said that he is the future franchise quarterback, but with slinging Sam Darnold playing so much better, they're sort of forcing the issue, but we'll see. I think as of right now, I think that Darnold is a significant underdog to return. I think that he's definitely earned the big-time contract, and even though the Vikings have that cap space, the greatest competitive advantage right now cap-wise is having your starting quarterback on his rookie deal. All right, so the Vikings can spend elsewhere, like big-time spending elsewhere. Interior offensive line, interior D-line, cornerback, etc. And Darnold has definitely earned his. So we'll see what happens. So I still firmly believe that JJ McCarthy is going to be the future, and the future is going to be next year. All right. And yeah, we're just kickstarting my heart. McCarthyism taking over. And just the tools, man. So the NFL is sort of out of sight, out of mind. And I'll be honest, I haven't really thought much about JJ McCarthy, except for like when news pops up. But just think about how he looked in that Raiders game. Tristan Jackson touchdowns, as well as every snap in training camp, where every single practice he was learning something. He was getting better. He tended not to make the same mistake twice. And going up against that Flores defense every single day, even if it was the 2s and 3s, that's still tough, man. But the way that he operated in 11-on-11, it's 7-on-7, just every blade of grass threatening it, just spinning it out there, just having a loose vibe because he's done the homework, so he's prepared and he's confident. I love this kid, man. I love it. So I think as of right now, I think that Darnold either signs somewhere else a free agency or it's a tag and trade situation. The Rams make sense if Stafford does retire. And then it's JJ McCarthy's show. And I think they bring in Daniel Jones as, well, not a bridge quarterback because it's a JJ show, so this is slightly different than Darnold this year. But I think Daniel Jones, he could have went to the Raiders and probably started that Black Friday game against the Chiefs, but he wants to be here. He wants to rehab his career. I think a full season as McCarthy's backup, and knocking on all the wood, hopefully he doesn't see the field outside of garbage time when the Vikings are up by 40. But being surrounded by Kevin O'Connell and being surrounded by good coaching and good weapons and a winning organization, I think that'll be the best for him. And I think Daniel Jones will be a great backup for JJ McCarthy. But yeah, it's fantabulous that McCarthy is going to be able to do offseason workouts, OTAs. They'll probably bring him back for rookie camp again as well, mandatory minicamp, training camp, and baby, we're back at it. Man, football really is a year-round thing, except for like 4 weeks in July. Yeah. Anyways, your thoughts, our thoughts. Rumors, JJ McCarthy ahead of schedule with knee recovery. It's good news. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section, you know what to do. Skull production value.